Hi, do you think cardio kill gains? Think again. Actually, cardio might be the missing link into your training routine. And today I'm going to explain you how, why it's going to be one of the best things you can do in terms of body recomposition, recovery booster, and even as a longevity tool. Let's go. If you're a bodybuilder, you probably love lifting heavy, eating big, and avoiding the treadmill like the plague. But whether you're cutting or bulking, cardio has some seriously underrated benefits. Stick around, I'll break it all down for you with science-based facts, studies, and practical tips you can apply today. And yes, I do cardio also. The first thing you can do with your cardio is about your health and longevity. Your heart is a muscle too. Regular cardio, especially low intensity steady state, which is called LISS, LISS cardio, helps lower blood pressure, improve cortisol, and keep your circulatory system efficient. That's more oxygen to your nutrient to your muscle, and a long lifting career. A study from Nistoriak and Batnagar in 2018 talk about it and showcase how great cardio is for your heart and your longevity. Another thing that you need to keep in mind is that, well, when you're training, you want to look good and you want to gain muscle, not fat. So what do you think is going to help you keep your gains while losing fat? Cardio helps. It also helps with a caloric deficit that you're trying to have without restricting too much onto the diet aspect. It also improves insulin sensitivity and helps nutrients go to the muscle, not the fat tissue. You're just not getting leaner, you're getting smarter with your gains. This is also something that strength training or just where you're working out is doing by itself, but there is a complementary aspect with cardio that creates some kind of synergy. It's almost as if your body is doing better by just doing strength training and cardio while not doing just one or the other. You have a very interesting study about that, which is from West and colleagues from 2017 and Bird and Hawley in 2016. The third aspect that we can talk about regarding cardio is the performance and focus boost that it gives. If you have more stamina into the gym, you also have more reps, better pumps, and shorter rest times. Plus, cardio enhances cognitive function and reduce stress. This is a mental edge that can help you stay consistent, especially deep into a prep or an intense training cycle. There is also something that is quite interesting, and that is the fact that this cognitive aspect thing is known since the antiquity. Actually, there are many philosophers of the time that would give their lecture outside and they would do some, not exercise, but like brisk walk while they were talking and sharing knowledge with their student, doing their lessons basically. So they immediately knew and even observed that this fact that you learn better when you are outside or when you're doing a very light type of activity. And cardio, whatever cardio, but especially with low intensity, kind of have the same thing. And it's very interesting to see that there are also a lot of scientists, and other philosophers of many other periods that, they would go for their jog and they would have a specific idea or they would resolve a problem during this jog. So it's like, you're doing your exercise, but the brain keeps working like, in the background, some stuff that you're thinking about. And it's like it all clicks at some point and it helps. And it is very specific to cardio. One other thing that is very good about cardio is the low intensity that help flush out lactic acid and other metabolic waste and also boost recovery between sessions. Plus, a quick post-dinner walk or morning session can drastically improve sleep, which is essential for testosterone, growth hormone, and muscle repair. We have that into the study of Dupuis and colleagues from 2018 and Klein in 2024 with the biological timing and sleep new post research. Cardio is also a fantastic key about appetite regulation and craving. So when you are trying to cut and it's like you're very hungry, but you're not very hungry. You know that you're not supposed to eat. It's just that you want to basically have sweets. You want to cheat on your diet. Well, actually cardio has a protective effect and a blunt effect with that phenomenon. Cardio modulates the hormones that are called ghrelin and leptin, which are the hormone of the appetite. Basically, ghrelin tell you I'm hungry and leptin tell you I'm good. And helping you stay on track with these will help you go very much longer and easier with any type of restrictive diet or even an adjustment diet. Think about people that have been used to very unhealthy diet, lots of junk food, processed food, and it's really hard to rewire the brain into eating healthy and also craving for healthy food, whatever if you're talking about steaks or fruits. Cardio will help you with that, and we have a study to back it up from Caruso and colleagues in 2023, which the hunger hormone regulation and the specific environment of dieting phase, so fat loss. Alright, so all of that is all good. You know that cardio is good. You clicked on the video and you already probably knew that I was going to say it's good. But how do you make it work into your training routine or even your schedule, your agenda? Because the problem with this type of cardio is that, well, it takes long. Low intensity steady state problem is that to get the full benefit, it needs to basically be at the very least 20 minutes, and actually 40-45 minutes would be the best, and up to an hour. And not everyone has an hour to do a cardio. So how do you do it? First thing first, it's not just about least cardio. Everything I just said is specific to cardio. So actually medium intensity steady state will also work. So for example, jogging, and high intensity interval training, so HIIT, will also work. So sprints, assault bike, rowing ergometer, whatever. And it's more about what you prefer and what you can stick into your schedule. Okay, it's about you and the efficiency and even the preference that you have. I will make a very specific video for HIIT training because it's, it's good, but some nuances is needed, especially for strength and bodybuilding athletes. So what I'm going to say is about cardio as a whole. I think that one session a week is good. And I think that it does not need to be hard. If you just go for 1 hour of walking straight, it already can be considered as cardio, especially if you go with pretty fast paced. If you go on a treadmill and you do like a slight incline or even a steep incline and you're walking for an hour, it's going to be cardio, whatever the speed of walk that you have. Something else that we can do is just going on a hike. For example, it's going to be 3 to 4 hours, but you're going to walk basically. It's almost neat, but technically it's cardio. Depend of the hiking, of course, but it's cardio, it's low intensity. So as long as the BPM, your heartbeat is slightly elevated, it's going to be quite good, and you will reap the benefit without the drawbacks. If it's HIIT, once a week also, and that's that technically. Now, if you're into a caloric deficit, it can go from 1 a week to literally every day. It will depend. It's very individual specific, and it depends how much you want to cut. But most bodybuilder at the end of a cut, whatever is their natural enhance, will go with almost daily cardio. The ones that do not do will eat like birds. I have never seen someone that does not do cardio and who is eating be in a huge caloric deficit. Like it's almost physiologically like impossible. So I'd say if you're cutting at least twice a week, it doesn't need to be intense, it doesn't need to be hard, but just the frequency, the adding up of the caloric deficit and just the overall boost of blood flow, circulation, helping your body recover, keeping active, keeping your mind off the food, etc. And while you're bulking, just once a week I think is good, just to keep the fat gain at bay. Regarding the duration, as I said, 20 minutes up to 45 minutes, and an hour would be good, but it really needs to be low intensity. If you're doing HIIT, the warm-up plus the cardio training plus the cool down period that you have after can be anywhere from 12 to 20 minutes in my book. This is what I prefer to do personally and what I recommend to the person I train. If you want to do HIIT training while you're cutting, it's tricky, but I would say 2 would be good. I make a video about it anyway, but yeah, 2 would be good. 3 would be pushing it, but it can be doable. It depends. It depends so much. That's literally the point of the video. It depends. Cardio is good, but it depends. To finish, cardio does not kill your gains. It protects them. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't do it because you're trying to get rid of teeth. You do it to keep them clean. Same goes for cardio. Thank you for watching. If you want more videos like this, consider subscribing, like, comment, share, and I'll see you very soon for another video. Take care, bye-bye, and enjoy the summer.